Hey guys, Master Mark Kanaar here today, and I'm out here at my Carroll location, and we had a great class today. A lot of people down for aerobic kickboxing, a lot of people for Taekwondo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and if you're in the area, you're the Carroll area, come check us out. Our Taekwondo class for 6 weeks of training for free. Jiu-Jitsu is like a $10 drop-in, and then aerobic kickboxing is only $5. Carroll, Michigan. All right, so let me get on with the Master's message. I need to give myself a little shout out there. But, you know, I've been talking about how to become authentic from your martial art training. And basically what I'm trying to do is get people to have a martial art mindset, like a master's mindset in martial arts, without actually doing the training. Or if you are in class, you can do the training and then apply what you learn in life. And last time I talked about our classroom structure and our classroom discipline and how we eliminate distractions. And one of the things you want to do in your regular life is if you want to become successful in something, you should really work on eliminating distractions. And I'll give you guys a perfect example. Back in 2008, I was working at Buena Vista High School, and I was teaching out there. And when I got done at the end of the year, I turned my TV set on, and I was thinking, like, why am I watching TV? This is just a distraction. There really wasn't anything going on in there. And I realized that putting my energy and effort into reality, and then instead of just watching something on TV to gain some sort of entertainment value wasn't worth my time. It was a distraction. And what was my goal? My goal was to become like the best martial artist I could. You know, that was my goal. And TV was literally taking that away from me. And I never really realized it until I taught at a public high school for an entire year. And then right after I got out, I'd teach martial arts till about 10 o'clock at night. And then I'd go home. And luckily my house was like right by my gym in Bridgeport, so I didn't really have that far to travel. And I would get up at 5:30 the next day and go do it again and again and again every single day, and it became a routine. And it was fun, and I learned a lot. Like working in a public school like Buena Vista High School gave me a lot of knowledge. I had to be able to engage with the kids very well in order for them to, you know, learn. And I just realized like that type of like pressure made me into the best version of the person I could become. And watching TV just wasn't going to do that for me. It was a distraction. And you can think about other things too, like some of my friends I don't hang out with as much. They're kind of a distraction, or maybe I was a distraction for them. Maybe they left me. I had some really good friends that became fathers, and you know they don't talk to me as much because they're focused on their family, and I respect that. That's something that's important to them. You know, they want to be the best father, the best husband they can be. So hanging out with the guys all the time isn't really what they're going to do. They're going to stay focused on what they're trying to do with their family and their kids. So you have to really think about that. Like in our martial art class, when I was talking about yesterday, we work on standing in a straight row, so there isn't any distractions. Everybody is in perfect line. Another thing we do is we have all of our uniforms look pretty much the same. That way, no one's unsegregated, and there's no distractions. Like, whoa, that person's not, you know, he's not even wearing a uniform top and he's got his shirt off or something like that. That doesn't usually happen in the martial art classroom. Now, once in a while, a kid will show up. Maybe they couldn't get their uniform or something like that. But then they have to line up in the back of the class. I want you to think about that. When you forget your belt, you forget your top, you don't have the right pants, you don't line up in the front, you line up in the back. And the reason why you line up in the back is so it's an elimination of distraction from people that are looking forward. And a lot of people may not think like that. They might not realize that. But one of the reasons why people become great in the martial art classroom, especially students I try to teach, is because I want discipline to be number one, and it's found in the classroom structure. So just to review real fast, we talked about having action, and then after you have a lot of action, and we talked about how to get a lot of action, and then you're going to have a lot of problems, and then you're going to be able to solve those problems, which makes you into a better person. And then we talked about the classroom structure and how that is important. And the first thing about classroom structure that I wanted to talk to you today about especially was that distraction thing. And in your own personal life is distractions. Don't let things distract you. And you know what? If things are distracting you, literally think about it. Literally sit down and think. You know, most people don't think. And I run into people all the time and I talk to them about how I think. And they're like, wow, I never thought like that before. Well, you know, the most powerful thing you have is your mind. And if you think about things that are distracting you and you get rid of them, you're going to be focused more on your goals and you're going to become more authentic. And if you dream, that's just like a wish, you know. But in order to make a dream a reality, you need to sit down, have the discipline, and goal set. goal set yourself there. And that's a perfect example, like in the martial art world, is goal setting is from starting at white belt, then yellow, then green, then blue, then red, then black. If you're in Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, they have white, blue, purple, brown, black. Other styles have different things. I know Judo has white, green, blue, brown, and then black for a certain specific style. And just every style has a different ranking system. And what it is that everyone has that dream of becoming a black belt, an expert in martial arts. And the best way to do it is goal setting. And with that goal setting, it helps you not to get distracted also, okay? I can look at a piece of paper of what I want to do every single day, every single week, and look and say, hey, did I get this stuff done? Why didn't I get this stuff done? Well, the reason I didn't get this stuff done is maybe I didn't have enough time, or maybe I was being distracted too much. I know personally this week, I've been distracted a lot because I have a lot of stuff I have to accomplish. And I have this thing called the priority principle, where I kind of pick what's the most important thing to do first. And it just seems this week there's a whole bunch of really important stuff I have to get done. And it's hard to pick and choose and try to stay focused, because what can happen is you have a certain degree of uncertainty about getting the other things done. And that can really cause a problem. So you kind of have to have a priority principle when you're trying to eliminate the distractions of what's most important and what's not. And like I said, it's okay. It's okay to watch TV sometimes or play video games sometimes. You know, once in a while, I'll put in some video games for like 10, 15 minutes just to blow off some steam if I had a bad day or something like that. But I really don't watch TV that much at all since 2008, because I said, you know what, the most important thing is for me to be not only the best martial artist I can become, but to be the best instructor I can become. And knowledge and experience and wisdom is a very, very, very powerful thing. And distractions will stop me from that. And like I said in the other video, one great book to read if you have time to read. I love to read, and if I can't read, I'll listen to audio tapes all the time, or things on YouTube. You can look up a whole bunch of different books. One of the books I read, and I recommend all my students, if you watch this video, even if you aren't my student, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. One of my favorite books of all times. And I just can't say enough great things about it. And if you have the time to pick up that book and read it, or you have the time to listen to the audio book on YouTube, it will literally make you see your world a little bit differently. And like I always say to the students, you know, when you think about your attitude, you have to look at the root, and it's your perception of life. And your perception is your reality. What is your reality based on how you view the world? And in order, if you change your perception, you're going to change your reality, and ultimately, you're going to change your attitude. And that's just the way it is. So I want you to think about, getting any distractions out of your life. And I hope you like the master's message today. And this is step number 4. Take what you learned from classroom structure. If you're not in the classroom, just listen to this and try to eliminate distractions in your life, and think and recognize, what is a distraction? Okay? Could be a person, could be TV, could be social media, could be anything, but eliminate it, and you'll be living the best version of your life you can live. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.